doesn't fracture. Hey, doesn't matter.
It don't matter what they say, we gon' talk anyway. Bell rings, mic check, let the real ones play. From the legends to the new blood climbing the ladder. Welcome to the show, it doesn't matter. Notorious Dome set the tone, main event status. BDC bring a fire, every take savage. Strap facts with the knowledge, history splatter. Poppy planting a wild card, say it loud, it doesn't matter. No filter, no bias. This is the It Doesn't Matter podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, we started with 32, we cut it down to 16, and now we are down to the Elite 8. And tonight, we're not stopping there. After the Elite 8, we're going to talk about the Final 4. We're going to make our picks, and we're going to get right into it. I'm your host. I'm Notorious. I am Dom. I'm here with Strap Facts. I'm here with Poppy Platano. I'm here with BDC. I am here with Rozay. And I'm here with Ringside. Fellas, what's good?
What's up, baby?
What's good? Blade.
What's up? Bret Hart got eliminated last week. That's what's up.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Nuts.
That's bullshit.
He's never going to get over it. Just like
Dom, I think you need to kick out Rozay too, just for the clap it.
Brett. Screwed Brett.
All right, well, we're about to get right into it. BDC, you got the bracket up? Can you
Sir.
see? All right.
Again.
All right, well, here we go. Ringside.
Sir.
I need to know who had the greater impact in professional wrestling. You got the greatest luchador of all time, Rey Mysterio, and you got the guy that might be the greatest of all time, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Who do you got?
Unfortunately, I have to be fair with this. I have to vote Flair, but I don't wanna. I want to vote Ray, but I'm nothing if not fair. So we got to go Flair to the next round.
All right, we got Ric
Begrudgingly.
Flair. You got Ric Flair. Rozay, who you got?
I got the Nature Boy.
Woo!
Woo!
BDC.
Yeah, I got to go with Flair. I got to. Just facts. It just is what it is. It's Flair.
Platano.
Got to go with Flair again, man. Flair is the ultimate guy, man. The guy was part of two major factions back in the day, the Evolution and the Four Horsemen. Woo! So anyone that can do, he's basically like a 3-time Hall of Famer, singles and two factions. You can't beat that.
Mhm.
Ray, with all your masks, we love you and all. Inspirations, all luchadors.
He will forever be the glute.
Yes.
But
The glue.
the glute. He'll forever be the glute.
All right. Strap.
Stop making gloat a thing. There's no doubt the Nature Boy Ric Flair has influenced so many professional wrestlers, and including one of them, the Nature Boy Buddy Landel. It's that carbon copy, but it's just not as good. And Rey Mysterio himself, the same thing. And that's why I'm going to put my vote behind Rey Mysterio. He's going to lose here, but that's okay. Because while both athletes, it's hard to call Ric Flair an athlete, but he is, they all are. They both influence generations of wrestlers, not just their immediate one, not just the next generation, but the generation after that. But I'm picking Rey Mysterio because his influence over the wrestling industry is more prevalent now. I mean, Ric Flair's style, that's the generation. He was an older generation. Ray's two generations ahead of him. So that's the recency bias. But no doubt both of them were very influential to pro wrestling. But I'm just going to put my vote for Rey Mysterio.
Well, I was going to say this is unanimous, but nope. Strap got to be the oddball. I got to have that curve ball to it. But Ray is the GOAT luchador of all time, but ain't nobody like the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Ric Flair is moving to the Final 4. Woo! Now, this might get a little interesting. We need to know what matters more, the impact in the business or in-ring ability. Ringside, we got the immortal Hulk Hogan, and he's taking on Bryan Danielson. Who do you got?
Now I know I just said I was going to have to be fair and vote for Ric Flair over Rey Mysterio. However, I'm going to flip it this time. I got to vote for Bryan Danielson, whomever he may be. I think he's obviously, without it goes without saying, severely better in the ring. A true underdog. Wasn't overpowered in every single match. Wasn't on top for 50 years. Didn't hold anybody down. A true, great, heartwarming story. He's just the friggin' best, man. And he yelled at my friend at an indie show. So that was pretty cool too. So I got that.
All right, you got one for DBBD. Bryan Danielson. Rozay, who you got?
I got Daniel Bryan, Danielson, Bryan, Danielson, Daniel Bryan. That guy.
All right. Rozay got Bryan Danielson, BDC.
So do I go for the guy who made the business what it is, or do I go for the guy that made the business for the fans so much that the fans love him for what he is? Hulk Hogan brought us to the mainstream, but at the end of the day, when I look at how they got there, Hulk Hogan was kind of like that guy that WWF at the time kind of put on us to say, hey, this is the guy that we want to be the face of everything, and it worked. Daniel Bryan is the guy the fans put on as the face of WWE when no one else wanted it, and he became it. So I am going to go with Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, what have you, because his rise to the top where he got to was pretty much all organic. The fans pushed him there, whereas Hogan was kind of like built by the machine. Daniel Bryan was built by the fans.
All right, we got Bryan Danielson. Platano, who do you got?
This one's tough for me because you guys are making really great points. Hogan obviously will always be an industry icon. He'll be the reason why we continue watching wrestling. And
Yep.
anyone mentions anything with related to wrestling, they always will mention Hulk Hogan's name next to it. But you also said Bryan Danielson. The man has influenced a lot of guys that we don't even recognize or realize right now at the moment. And he's been a part of many moments, two in WrestleMania, and then a really good one in AEW when he finally won the title again. I'm gonna have to go with Danielson, man. This one was tough. I didn't want, I wasn't going there, but you guys are making a good point, man. He's constantly being that guy, just you may not want him on the books, but everyone on the outside, on the inside, or even the crowd's like, no, this is our guy, and I'm always going to root for the underdog.
All right, Strap.
I'm not trying to be contradictory on the show. I really am not. Okay, and
Liar.
you know,
Liar.
We don't believe you.
If you cut each matchup by itself, you're gonna have a different logic between every single one. Because I choose Hulk Hogan, and I say that which hurts me because I never really took a great look at this bracket. Okay, I take it as it comes. So I really thought I was gonna have Bryan Danielson run away with it. I really did think he was gonna be, at least for me, like all the way to the end. But as BDC rolls off the matchups here, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, damn, man, so I do pick Hulk Hogan. There's many obvious reasons. We covered them for over an hour on the most recent edition of the It Doesn't Matter podcast that you can find on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and now iHeartRadio. But anyway, I choose Hulk Hogan this round.
And as for me, I'm going with Hogan as well, even though it does not matter. But
It
the reason
doesn't
why
matter.
the reason why we're all wrestling fans is because of Hulk Hogan. At one point, you might not have to like the guy, but he was the reason why we all tuned in. He was larger than life at the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's why this is Wrestling Madness. This is not,
Exactly. I ain't hating on Bryan Danielson. I like Daniel Bryan Danielson. He is a good ass worker. I dig it. But Hogan was my guy. All right. Well, that's it for the left side of the bracket.
Yep.
So we got Ric Flair and Bryan Danielson moving on to the final four. All right, so let's get to the right side of the bracket. Ringside. Woo! Who had a better prime? You got one of the greatest speakers of all time. You got the most electrifying man in all entertainment, The Rock, taking on the never seen champion, John Cena. Who you got?
Well, you asked who had the better prime. It had to be The Rock, because Rock's prime was only about this long. Cena's real long, right? Long, girthy prime John Cena has had.
Really?
Listen, it's the best way to get the point across. So when I was growing up, I was never a Rock guy. It was always DX first, then Stone Cold, then like Ken Shamrock and Hardcore Holly, and then everybody else. Didn't give a shit about The Rock whatsoever. Then he left, went to Hollywood. Fine, have a good time. Then when I was a young man, John Cena was on top, and I was of the age where we turned around when he came out. We booed him ferociously. I was one of those assholes the whole time. So I didn't like John Cena. So this is really like the worst of both worlds for me. But in order to advance, there's only one logical answer for me. It's the man who moved so much goddamn merchandise. How can you say no against this? How can you vote against this beauty right here? You can't.
The belt's
John
trash.
Cena. Moving on.
That belt was hot.
That belt's
That belt
trash.
was hot. It is hot.
That belt was
They
hot.
should have kept it.
The G-Unit spinner.
Prevent it from spinning.
With the
Perfect.
pump.
It's beautiful. Cena had more catchphrases, more T-shirts, more belts, more time on top. It's John Cena, hands down. Didn't oversell. He undersold a lot. Rock oversold a little bit of everything. And Cena put a lot of guys over. Rock didn't. Wasn't quite fair in that aspect.
All right, we
John
got one
Cena.
for John Cena. Rozay, who do you got?
I kind of feel like this is kind of feeding off the last matchup, where it's like Cena was more given to us by the corporation, and Rock was more crowd orientated. I'm going with The Rock. I feel like he was a better in-ring wrestler. His mic skills is better. He's a better wrestler. Like, Cena's finally started getting good at wrestling, or decent, when he started stealing everybody else's moves later on in his career, while he's about to retire. Simple, going Rock.
All right, well, if you want to make it a little more interesting, if both debut today, who will become the bigger star? BDC?
The Rock.
All right, so we got one for Rock, one for Cena. BDC, who you got?
Yeah. Like Rozay said, it is kind of the same argument, because John Cena was kind of brought up by the machine, whereas The Rock was hated for a while. Like when his Rocky Maivia phase, everybody couldn't stand the dude. And then he kind of built himself through the nation, and ultimately brought himself to being the most electric guy in all of sports and entertainment. So, however, there is one thing I will say. Yes, they both could go in the ring. I mean, John Cena and his 5 moves of doom later was kind of a plant. He could actually do some things in the ring. But I'm gonna look at one thing. We talked about mic skills. Both of them had it. But I saw a one-on-one between Rock and John Cena, and John Cena owned The Rock in their one-on-one promo during their feud that they had that lasted for 2 years. He owned him. I mean, there's no better way to say it. I am going to go with John Cena. It's very, very close for me because I love them both. But I am going to go with John Cena. He had just a little bit more. And even though Rock built himself up, it got to a point where John Cena people couldn't stand him either with the Super Cena run, and he still managed to find a way to get himself back over with the fans once that happened, which is hard to do once the fans turn on him. He was able to do that. I'm going with John Cena.
All right, it's 2-1. John Cena, Platano, who do you got?
I can't decide on this one right now. This is crazy because, like you guys said, both can go on the mic, man. Both can wrestle. regardless of
Yep.
what how many moves he stole. The longevity, yes, John's got it because he stayed in the business so long, and he was on top for a long, long time. He was basically this version's of Hulk Hogan.
He was the bar.
Yeah, he was the bar. But let's not forget, before Rock even left, he was about a 6 or 7 time champion within 5 years. And he could have stayed on top if he never left. If Hollywood wasn't knocking on his door, yeah, we wouldn't have that transition. Rock was one of those guys that finally got over in Hollywood where most wrestlers could never do. They would have
Yep.
1 or 2 roles, and everyone's like, "What is this wrestler doing here? He's not worth it." And I guess Rock finally got that role where everyone's like, maybe we can trust these
Scorpion King.
guys. That's one.
Scorpion King. Yep.
I mean, I'm not saying John's not a bad actor. He's a great actor. Some stuff I love comedy stuff, and his Ricky Sneaky stuff. I'm just busting out laughing at my house. So we've talked about that behind closed doors, but his impact in such a short time, man. And everyone still regards him as part of the Mount Rushmore, even though it was so short.
Right.
It's hard to deny that. I'm gonna have to go with The Rock on this one, and it
Right.
was difficult, man. And you're right, John did own him, but let's just say if The Rock was never left and he just kept on his business, we might be talking about him being the 17 world time 17 champion right now.
All right, we are split 2-2. John Cena and The Rock. Strap facts. Who do you got? Who carried WWE more?
I think it's the biggest falsehood I've ever heard since they moved WrestleMania 7 to the LA Sports Coliseum because of death threats, bomb threats. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's made up. I mean, you can believe what you want. You can believe what you want, okay? And that's okay. Oh yeah, The Rock. John Cena owned The Rock in that one promo, calling out all the secret notes he had on his thing. The Rock was owning John Cena. He had to give John Cena something to make their feud at WrestleMania 28 interesting. So he gave him that. That's very obvious, very evident. And this is not a Lex Luger impression. It's not. Anyway, I choose this guy. I choose The Rock over John Cena.
3-2.
3-2. All right. Well, The Rock is my guy, but Cena, he's been holding it down for, I might even say 20 years, but like a good decade and a half. He was doing the damn thing. The Rock, he just had that, that good, 4 or 5 year span, like Ringside said a few weeks ago, him and Stone Cold, basically the high school years. It was just like that. But this is really tough. Don't let the shirt fool you, but people still today speaking all the catchphrases of the most electrifying man in all entertainment, The Rock. So I gotta go with The Rock. The Rock is moving to the Final Four.
This was
thought
He
you was about
said,
to
"Don't
false
let the shirt
advertise."
fool you."
and
He said, "Don't let the shirt fool you," and then voted for the guy
and
on
then
the
he looked
shirt.
at you.
I thought he
At
was gonna
least-
He looked you
at
right in
least
the
I
face.
didn't-
Because he
I
fooled
said-
you.
I'm going with. It
I
doesn't
got
matter
on a
who
John
I'm
Cena
going with.
shirt, but
It's
I didn't
gonna
say,
be The
"Hey, don't
Rock."
let the shirt fool you." I'm going to go for the guy I got the shirt on for.
I almost put a Cena shirt on today, but nah, not today, because I know he was gonna get out of here. He's gonna get the F out. All right. Who's gonna take on The Rock? Here we go. Ringside.
Don't even ask me. I already got the answer.
Same here.
Listen,
Same here. I don't even need-
I'm just
need to be on this part.
Look,
Skip
Yeah.
me.
look, we're just
The,
gonna go on
the
ahead
winner
and
was
move
doing
ahead on
this the whole
'cause
time. He was
we-
just chilling.
See, this is where
He
I'm
was
at. I don't know what you're talking
Nobody.
about.
Look, nobody's saying Sting.
Can I
Nobody's saying
can I
Sting.
hype
You
it up,
cannot
goddammit?
ask the question.
Do your
I
job.
hype
Nobody's
it
saying
up?
Sting.
No,
Don't even ask the
no.
question. No one's saying
Do your
Sting.
job.
Get the promo out. Let's just see
Yeah.
if
Do
it's
your
gonna,
job,
it's
man.
gonna
Do
sell
your job.
tickets.
I'm
Do
not
your
here to
job.
talk. Then shut your damn mouth then.
All right, here we go. If both of these guys were in the same company, who will become the guy? Do you have the Heartbreak
doesn't
Kid,
matter.
Shawn Michaels, or do you have the Icon, Sting, Ringside? Who do you got? Who
It's
do you
going to
trust
be
in
the
your
Heartbreak
company?
Kid, Shawn Michaels, because he lays down for absolutely nobody.
This
Next.
is Sonny.
Rozay?
It's HBK, but honestly, Sting was my second favorite wrestler of all times. So it's harder than what you may think, but there's no question. No question. If you think otherwise, I got 2 words for you.
Bret Hart.
He's on vacation right now.
Oh man, BDC, who you got?
Look, I'm a huge Sting fan, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, all day long. No matter what I think about Sting, no matter how much I love Sting, no matter how much I just the dude is an icon, all that stuff like that, but it's the Heartbreak Kid. It just is.
Platano.
It's the same argument I keep bringing up, man. Sting was the man, but unfortunately, he was always the second man. He's never been that guy where you just sit back and be like, yeah, we're gonna stick with them for the whole year. So it always seems like Hogan, Mach, whoever was behind them, just came up and like,
Well,
boop, give me that belt back. I am the man.
it was a lot of Ric Flair, then it was Hogan, and then
But
it was
HBK
the
didn't matter.
NWO, and then it was back to Ric Flair, and and then it was Goldberg, and it was DDP. It was always
Yep.
somebody, like you said. Yeah.
And even when Shawn was the Intercontinental Champion, you cannot deny the charisma this guy was pulling, man. The guy looked like he was the man even there. I mean, stole the show in WrestleMania. Again, I hate to say it. Stole the show.
Well, I mean, he was called Mr. WrestleMania for a reason.
Even though he had a losing record.
He had a horrible record, but he was Mr. WrestleMania for a reason.
Hey, he don't control that. He don't control that.
No.
He's predetermined.
Oh man. All right, Strap.
I it's I can't believe Sting made it this far. Honestly, I mean, I have a short-term memory. What can I say? But I picked Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I got Shawn Michaels too. It's unanimous.
Don't sound too happy about it, Dom.
I know.
It's unanimous.
Sound
Bret Hart
excited right
bitter,
there.
that's why.
Oh man. Well, that's
was-
it for the lead
That
eight.
was I love that rant.
Oh, that's it for the lead eight. Let's go right into the final four. All right, ringside. Let's close off the left-hand side right now. Who is closer to being the greatest of all time? Is it the Nature Boy Ric Flair or is it Bryan Danielson?
Bryan Danielson. Easy for me.
All right.
That's it. Period.
Rozay.
Pediat.
This one's, I think, tougher than you think. Like this one, I'm going Ric Flair.
All right. We are split. BDC, I want you to think about what Ric Flair is all about. The legacy, the titles, the influence. Danielson, he's in-ring, modern-day greatness. Who you got?
I got a guy who held on too long versus a guy who frankly didn't. And
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go for the guy that didn't hold on for too long. When he realized it was time to go, he went. So I am going with Bryan Danielson and his environmentally safe WWE Heavyweight Championship.
If I find that belt, I'm gonna get one.
I got a deal for
I'm
you.
absolutely gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
What a callback to a private conversation John and I had earlier today.
As long as it doesn't mold in the corner.
It's got a good Pakistani oil on it, brother.
Oh,
Right. 30 days it'll be here. I'll send you a link. I know a guy.
man.
And you get it straight. Oh, yeah, we can't say that word.
Straight or Vermont, was it? I don't know.
I don't
Gibraltar.
All right,
Oh,
so
God.
we 2-1 right
2-1.
now? Ric
Yep.
Flair?
2-1.
Nope.
2-1.
2-1,
2-1 Danielson.
Bryan.
Danielson. Okay, my bad. All right, Platano. Who you got?
I understand your argument with the holding on too long and leaving just the right moment. honestly, Danielson probably left just before something bad would have happened. He probably has still more years left. And honestly, he probably did leave just like Flair a little too long, because who knows how serious this injury could have been with his neck.
Mhm.
Ric Flair's injuries, well, that one injury before he even became the Ric Flair that we know, probably just changed his whole career. The plane crash. So you say Flair held on too long, but I feel like his influence was still there even in WCW, WWF with like I said again, Evolution, influenced Batista, Trips, and everyone wearing a suit, coming in looking fly, doing their thing. At the end of the day, everyone's talking about Nation. We ain't talking about Danielson. So I'm gonna go with Ric Flair on this one.
Split.
Tied up at 2.
Strap.
Maybe this is my strategy the entire time because this is quite a matchup here. The Nature Boy Ric Flair versus the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Just thinking about these two, of course, we've said lots of things about both these guys already. That's how this bracket tournament goes. The library of matches Ric Flair has had over the years versus Bryan Danielson's library of matches. And what puts me over the edge here is something that maybe you guys haven't seen, it's an epic 2006 Ring of Honor run when he was the Ring of Honor World Champion. That's the year I got into it big time. I watched every single one of his title defenses, his matches that year up until he lost to Homicide at Final Battle. And that 1 year span, not even counting his WWE and AEW runs, that's Hall of Fame to me right there. That means a lot to me already. So, there's no losers here, but unfortunately, there will be one. I vote for the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
3-2.
3-2. Woo!
Is that the vote?
No, I'm voting. I'm voting. Well, that is the vote. I'm going for the Nature Boy. You can't.
So
that
our
man's
first
great.
tiebreaker of the night.
The man is great. Flair, that motherfucker died off that damn plane crash, came back, had a hell of a career. He came back. He fought all the greats. He died in the ring again. He was dehydrated against Jeff Jarrett.
He can't die.
He'll never retire.
He will never.
He stole Matt Hardy's. Matt Hardy's gimmick. He can't die.
Flair
He
is
really
good.
I'm so sad.
Flair is a sports entertainer, and I dig Flair. And Danielson, he's great, but nah, he's not on Ric Flair's level. That's what
All
I
right.
can say.
So this is the tiebreaker.
So I got the text
From WikiLeaks.
from Booby.
Oh no.
Oh boy, he done voted for Val Venus.
Oh, no.
Jesus. Oh, this is gonna
You can't write
All
in
right.
Val Venus.
No, he didn't.
bracket buster right now.
So the guy who's going to be in the championship on the left-hand side is going to be
Show the phone. Don't tell us. Show the phone.
Bryan Danielson.
I knew that's who he
Wow.
was picking.
I love Big Titty.
We can't trust Booby.
What are we talking about?
Man. Flair is eliminated.
Wow.
Flair
Ooh.
is eliminated.
Can't go mad at that though.
This is
Cannot
gonna
get
be
mad at
dicey.
Danielson.
It's going to be very dicey.
All right. Well, this next one, here we go. I already know where Ringside going. I know where Rozay going. All right. We have a guy who is Mr. WrestleMania. He is considered the GOAT. We have the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And the next guy he's going against is electrifying, mainstream. He's an icon as well. The Rock. Ringside, who you got?
And to
The
think about
story
this match never
goes-
happened either.
The
Yes.
story goes that The Rock refused to work with Shawn Michaels because Michaels was disrespectful to The Rock and The Rock's grandmother back in the day. And I just want to say I 100% support that. I love that Shawn Michaels did that. I support him right now. God damn it. Shawn Michaels to the finals.
Wow.
Wow.
As expected, but I
That's a
heard
super
I heard
kick.
the I heard the story other way around, but all right.
Doesn't matter.
Oh man, Rozay.
It doesn't matter. Listen, I wish this match would have happened. I wish we could have seen
Me
this
too.
back in the day. I think this would have been one of the greatest matches we would have seen. Who
Mm-hmm.
knows? Who knows? I'm going with the first ever Grand Slam champion, HBK.
All right, BDC.
Yeah, I love The Rock. I do. He will forever be in my top 5, more like maybe even top 3. But Shawn Michaels was different, is different. He's just different, period. So I am absolutely going for Heartbreak Kid, and that's all there is to it.
Platano.
I'm actually going with The Rock on this one. I still wish that matchup could have happened. I
Yeah.
think they would have made a lot more money. I got a lot of respect for HBK, no matter what anyone says. Yes, I'm a Bret Hart fan, but there's times where you just look at the man and you gotta, hey, the man's the man. He is what it is. But not going over The Rock. Sorry, not going over The Rock in my eyes.
Strap.
Yeah, it sucks. You know, I love The Rock, and that's why I'm going to vote for him.
Simple.
That does suck. You're right.
I love how you did that. I love how you did that, sir. I love how you did that.
So it's 3-2.
3-2, and so essentially it's 3-3, and he's about to pull the phone to see what Booby said.
Who knows? He might not. He might just pull a
Well,
fast one, super
you know,
kick us.
You know, I love The Rock and Shawn. Yeah, he's good. I'll admit that he's good, but he can't keep up with Shawn Michaels. I'm going with Shawn. I'm going with Shawn. He can't keep up with Shawn.
Wow.
Oh man, that one
Dom,
sucks.
I'm proud of
but
you,
yeah,
Dom. I'm
You
proud
mean in
of you.
2026 or?
2026, 2025, 2024,
Yeah,
23, 22.
Sean's a little nimble here.
You name the year. You name the year.
Yeah, The Rock can walk straight.
The Rock might pull a bicep or tear a pectoral or something like that.
Yeah,
So
but
I
at
don't
least he
know.
still
but-
walks straight.
Or he might hire somebody and do this.
How else are you going to shave?
Oh man, yeah, that was tough. But let me see who Booby did choose just in case. He had The Rock.
See, I told you you can't
If-
trust
if-
Booby. I told you. Can't trust Booby.
Yeah, The Rock, but nah. So
Booby was on the right hand side this time.
all right, so we got our final set. It's gonna be Bryan Danielson and Shawn Michaels. We have student going against teacher.
Yep.
It's gonna be real interesting.
Oh man.
If we could, well, we're gonna simulate the match on WWE 2K. But Strap, you're the big Danielson guy. What year Danielson? What was his peak year? His Ring of Honor year, or was it the Yeselmania type year?
You can chop it up any way you want. But if you had to show the general audience, you'd have to show them the WWE stuff because I mean, and the Yes movement. I mean, that's just top notch stuff.
Yeah.
But in ring wise, he's unmatched in the 2006 Ring of Honor. So in ring, you would choose that, and for personality, for celebrity, you would choose the 2012 to 2014, that period of time, to watch his elevation, de-elevation, the uprising, and success.
All right. Ringside, Rozay. Which version of Shawn Michaels better? The DX era, the IC title reign era, or his comeback?
I think it's the comeback, and it's the same with Bryan. These guys had long 4-year layoffs, catastrophic injuries, may not have had a quality of life after it. Came back better than they were before, and just they gave that second life. And even Bryan, a third life.
Yep.
You know, he left again, then he came back to, he had a little run, went to AEW, killed it there too. Both guys undeniable in the second half of their careers. You know,
I'm gonna say
go
if
ahead.
those are the three, I'm gonna say the DX era. But I think that right after the kind of DX era, that like 96 when he beat Bret Hart era for the title, 96, 97, 98 era, Shawn Michaels was the best. I mean, it
Oh,
depends on what the boyhood dream going
the
into the
boyhood dream
Attitude
era.
Era. It
Mhm.
depends on, I think, what you're looking for. I feel like his matches might have been better when he came back, but also the competition was better. I feel like, well, from what he was wrestling back then. But if you're talking about like the on top version, the peak Shawn, I'm gonna say like that, like DX era. If you're gonna pick those three,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna say the DX era.
All right. BDC, what are your thoughts on this final?
Well, it wouldn't happen any other way. We have the number 1 seed Shawn Michaels against the absolute underdog, the 8th seed, and Bryan Danielson. It just doesn't happen any other way. I think this is going to be a great discussion. I don't know which way this goes, but it is it is going to be a hell of a discussion. It's going to be a hell of a match. I don't know exactly how it's going to play out on 2K, but yeah, this is going to be a hell of a discussion, and with all of the upsets and things like that that happened along the way, I am sure in love with this final. I am in
This
love with this final.
this is definitely a WrestleMania match right here.
Yes.
Which
You know,
version of Shawn Michaels you picking in 2K?
the one with the highest
it's
rating.
It's 4 of them. I'll give him the highest rating one.
Come on.
Not today. Not today's joint with the chest hair and the cowboy hat. Not that one.
Yeah,
They have that one
I'm
too?
betting. I'm betting the
GM.
highest.
Not the,
I'm
yeah,
betting
not
the
that one.
highest rated version of them is going to be
The DX
the
version.
first iteration DX version of them. That's probably going to be the highest rated version of them.
I think the comeback is going to be higher than that.
I'll let you all choose. You want the comeback or you want the DX version?
Nah, take the highest rated.
No, take the highest rating of both.
All right. Okay.
Of both.
I think it's the DX version though. In my
All right.
mind, I'm gonna think it's
As I
DX
said,
version.
I think it's
but
going to be first iteration DX version of them because I don't think it was more of a. It was more comedy, not so much wrestling. The second iteration when him and Triple H reformed. So that's why I think it will be that first iteration of DX.
the only fair way to decide which Shawn Michaels fights Bryan is to have every version of Shawn Michaels wrestle themselves.
I like
and
that
just let.
idea. Oh, I thought
It's
you
the
were gonna say
only
every
fair way to
version.
do it.
I thought you were
Is
gonna
that
say every
even
version
is that
wrestle Daniel
possible?
Bryan.
I think so.
I can do a fatal 4-way.
If it's
I
four
think
separate
that-
characters,
yeah.
I don't see why not.
We take
I
every
can-
version
dude,
and fight Daniel Bryan.
I can
See
do
which one
that.
wins.
I'll
Yeah,
do
I
that.
like
It's
that.
fair.
I like
after we,
that.
after we done recording, I'll do that. And I'll text you all.
All
Like,
right.
"Oh, this is the
Okay.
one.
You just
I need
scream
a
it.
recording of that. So I
Yeah,
know
I
you're
can
telling the
stream it.
truth.
Yeah, I'll
You're a
stream it.
Bret
I'll
Hart
send it to you.
fan, so I know how you do.
Shawn Michaels swinging Shawn Michaels into the ropes. Shawn Michaels with a body slam up. Sweet
counter
chin
by
music to
Shawn
Shawn
Michaels.
Michaels, and it's over.
And Shawn Michaels in the ropes. Ah!
Oh man. All right. Yeah, I'll do that. That'll be next.
That's just wild to me, like if it was like, real life, like which eras of each wrestler would you put against each other, for me, the 06 Bryan versus a 1994 Shawn Michaels, then you have like the AEW champion Bryan versus the almost retirement Shawn Michaels. It's just wild because you'd have two totally different matches, and that's how
Yeah,
they
you
are.
would.
Four
Yeah.
different generations of each wrestler. It's truly possible. But the final two here, and gosh darn you guys, like if it was The Rock, right? The Rock and Bryan Danielson, man, I would have called that from the beginning of this tournament. Like that's John's main event right there, then it would be really tough to call. But we have, different, not a bad match at all. You got Shawn Michaels and Bryan Danielson. So yeah, bring it on.
All right, fellas. Well, just like that, we got one more debate, and we're gonna let 2K play it out, and we're gonna see who's winning the madness.
Take the 97 version when he had the world title and the European title at the same time.
I'm gonna
Take
do
that
the fatal
version.
four. I'm
Take
gonna do
the
the fatal
coked out
four way.
Shawn.
The fatal four way. That's what I'm gonna do.
Coked out
Hey, Bryan was a GM too.
he was.
He was. He was.
Oh man. All right, well, guys, thank you for being a part of this. I hope you guys enjoy this weekly madness that we're going through right now, because look where we're at. We got some great discussions and a lot of memories on the moments.
Yes, we
Yes,
did.
sir.
So, all right, we're gonna tune in soon. Bryan Danielson, Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, they in the finals. I'm your host. I'm Torres. I am Dom. I'm here with StratFacts. I'm here with Poppy Platano. I'm here with BDC. I'm here with Rozay. I'm here at Ringside, and we cutting it down real early tonight. We will see y'all
Time to
very
go back
soon.
to sleep.
Boom.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy.
Hey, you can't
Oh,
sing that. You
gonna
voted
win.
against him.
That tournament.
You voted for The Rock. You can't sing that.
Shut up.
Traitor.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.